अरे उसके तो बाद में आएंगे, लेकिन पहले बॉयज, लेट्स टेल ऑल द पीपल वाचिंग that yesterday's job application that we put on our community page was a serious job application. Okay, guys, please, I can't believe you all think a public को पहले लग रहा है कि हे account is hackished, ठीक है,
हाँ
कि हम लोग सीधा अभी सीवी में मांग रहे हैं. But it was a joke, and even before we put it out, Aadar had said कि hey, should we write lol joke? And we're
just
like, no
kidding.
balls. Of course, people will know it's a joke.
Yeah, our audience is smart. Like, I mean, you can trust them a little bit, but apparently not.
Yeah. So, guys, please don't send your CVV or credit
it's a
card
joke.
number.
Or your expiry date. No,
All
we
your
don't
expired
need.
date. We don't need it. But yes,
We
if
will
you're
pay you.
interested, yeah, we will pay you. It's a paid position. So, in case you are a TIS fan and you would like to work with us as a research head, because you are the only person in the department, it can
You
be
can
done
call
remotely.
yourself whatever you want.
Yeah.
You will get any designation on business card. We will print
You-
business cards for you.
You are the senior CCFFOOEEOO, whatever. You can be that. But yes, if you're interested in working with us, it'll be a big help because, as you know, we have now exhausted our
We need
topics.
professional help with
Yeah, like
research.
yeah.
Genuinely.
Exactly. It'll just make the podcast better. It'll make our lives a lot easier with everything else that we have going on individually also. This person coming on board will really, really help in us doing the episodes better and more frequently. So apologies for missing out last week. आगे भी जाके हम लोग के थोड़े शोज वोज है, तो अगर एक आध वीक ऊपर नीचे हो गया तो पहले से ही सॉरी बोल रहे हैं. लेकिन हाँ, प्लीज अप्लाई करो जो भी इंटरेस्टेड है, एंड लेट्स मेक दिस बेटर अगेन.
छी छी.
चलो चालू करते हैं एपिसोड. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Internet Set So, a show where we take random interesting facts and personal stories and we talk about them. And today, obviously, first thing we are going to talk about, because we missed last week, is Jawan. So,
सवाल.
पहले देखा, कभी देखा जवान?
I saw second. I arrived in Mumbai on 7th and 8th night I was in the theater with my sister.
That's commitment, bro.
Yes.
It feels like you came to India to watch
Yeah, to
Jawan.
watch.
Let's do that. Jawan and one haircut. मेरा जो the thing is, my hairdresser feels that I only come to get, because the thing is, for some reason, every time I have a haircut that needs to happen, I end up in India. So far I've not got a haircut in Britain
And
But
you've been there for a
in
while.
2 years.
Yeah.
बट ब्रो, आई टेल यू व्हाट, आई टोटली गेट इट. क्योंकि जब मैं पढ़ने गया था, मैं यहाँ से बाल काट के गया, और 1.5 साल उसके बाद मैंने बाल नॉट काटे, क्योंकि आई कुडंट रिकंसाइल एट एज 20-21 टू पे 30 पाउंड्स फॉर अ हेयर कट.
Oh.
ठीक है, तो मैं तो सीधा उधर इधर 3,000 रुपया ऐसे कैसे, तो मैंने बाल काटा ही नहीं. और उधर का हवा पानी इतना अच्छा है कि मेरे बाल मस्त ग्रो होने लगे, नेचुरल कर्ल, सिल्की वेवी, मस्त पेगी, मजा आ रहा था. तो मैंने नहीं काटा. फिर जैसे इधर पहुंचा, ह्यूमिडिटी ने जो बजा दी बाल की,
मेरे को
अगले
पता है.
दिन जायश
I
और
think
काटेश.
both Varun and I had our long hair phase.
Phases for me.
Phases.
Phases. कभी कर्ली कभी स्ट्रेट. बट एनीवे, गेटिंग बैक टू जवान. तो तू आके 8 तारीख को सीधा जवान देख.
हाँ, and theater.
किधर देखा?
packed. I saw it at a PVR. I wanted to watch it at a single screen, but my mother and sister were like, they want to eat also. So they like, अभी उनको थोड़ा वो वाला.
And what's wrong with single screen to eat, bro? उसके जैसा समोसा किधर नहीं मिलता है भाई.
इन लोगों को वो पॉपकॉर्न खाना है ना, चीज पॉपकॉर्न. ये अच्छा, my sister has figured out that if you take chopsticks to the theater, your fingers don't get shitty while having cheese popcorn.
Wait, so she's having popcorn with chopsticks? Nice.
Yeah, this is a Dorito hack. Apparently, somebody in America figured out that you have cheesy Doritos with the chopsticks, so it's easier. Your fingers
But
don't
but
get
bro,
all like.
listen, can
the fun in eating cheesy popcorn
Yes.
with your fingers is to lick it
Yeah.
afterwards and then wipe it on the seat. That's
मेरे
Isn't
को
that
लगा
what
पैंट
we
में
all
साफ
do?
कर रहा है. That is really disgusting. But नहीं, ठाकुर took it
मैं
much
अपनी
step
पैंट
further.
क्यों गंदी करूं ब्रो? पीवीआर धोएगा ना अपना सीट, मैं क्यों अपना पैंट गंदा करूं?
Bro, I think the first person who saw the Marvel post-credit scene didn't see it because they knew about it. They saw it because they couldn't get out of the seat because they were
चिपक
stuck
रहा.
with the popcorn.
एक मिनट, अगर तू 550 रुपए का मुझे पॉपकॉर्न दे रहा है, ठीक है,
हाँ.
तो उसके बाद मैं पॉपकॉर्न के साथ जो भी करूँ वो मेरे ऊपर है. दैट इंक्लूड्स द चीज डस्ट ऑन इट. एक मिनट, मैं 550 पॉपकॉर्न का भरूं, फिर चीज डस्ट अपने पैंट पे साफ करूं, क्या कि उसको मुझे ड्राई क्लीनिंग पे देना पड़े जिसका 110 रुपया लगेगा, तो मैं 660 रुपए खर्च करूं क्यों?
एक बात बता, are you guys purists when it comes to popcorn? Do you like salted caramel and this thing separate, or do you have a preference, or is it mix? And if mix, then what percentage?
Mix.
I like salted. I prefer salted.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Just
Why
basic
don't you
straight.
eat paper instead? सिर्फ पेपर खाना.
मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
I hate
like,
salted.
and I
Yeah,
like very
same.
little. I like one fifth of it could be caramel, which is fun because then it becomes surprise.
So my thing is, it is 40-40-20.
What is
So bottommost
It's an investment
caramel.
strategy.
Bottommost caramel, because I can
that's
never
40%.
that I always end with sweet. I can't start with sweet, then go to savory, then add a coke, then eat samosa. वैसा नहीं. तो bottommost is caramel. उसके बाद 40-50% is cheese. And salted is basically there as a palate cleanser, क्योंकि अगर मैंने एक बहुत ही चीजी खा लिया और दूसरी साइड पे मेरा कैरेमल है, तो ये बीच में आके ना अम्यूज बुश जैसा पैलेट क्लेंस कर देता.
Oh my lords, dude, it's down to a science.
Yeah.
Dude, so I love cheese caramel in a 50-50 ratio, completely mixed up. So that, like for what Aadar was saying.
It's
like you
a
don't-
surprise.
yeah, you have no idea. Ki cheese hai ki caramel, who knows? But CD hates caramel. So every time, and the thing is, now they don't give you like normal human sized portions, right? Now
Yeah.
it's straight, like they show you like this is small, this is medium, this is
Yeah.
No, also
So you
it is,
want-
the small is for 500, the large is for 600, and extra large, which is like 3 times the size, 605 rupees. So it's like you have to choose the largest one because then
But bro,
it's
वो तो
just-
science है ना, the science of how popcorn is priced,
Yeah.
right? They want you to buy the biggest one only. But तू अपने दिमाग में नहीं biggest one मतलब already बहुत दे रहा हूँ. लेकिन if you see the biggest one का cost in comparison to medium in this, अगर ज्यादा नहीं तो बोला fuck it ना, ये ले 50 रुपया
Yeah,
और
yeah.
या 100 रुपया और
the medium,
बड़ा-
medium one is
बड़ा
a
dish.
farce. The medium one they don't even have. I think it's like how flat earthers say Antarctica is.
no, but
this,
this
the
thing,
popcorn guy won't know what to do when you said medium. Sir, large ले लो ना, it's only 50 rupees more.
bro, this same. So when we went to see Jawan, okay, so I went and asked the guy ki, again, like, and this for some reason I have amnesia, like I forget that this same interaction has happened every time I've gone to a PV.
Every time.
So I go to the thing and I go like, ki, small kitne ka hai? And he says similar, $500, and large kitne ka hai? And he's like 550. And so he saw my face when he said like 50 rupees ka difference. I was like, what? And he says, this was his face literally. कि, हाँ पता है,
Like, हाँ,
पता है, पता है, मार रहे तेरे.
चूतिया बनाया जा रहा है आपको.
सर मेरी सैलरी वहां से तो आ रही है. टेक द लार्ज वन, सर टेक द लार्ज वन. और कभी खत्म नहीं होता है, bro. You know, have you noticed how when you're eating the popcorn, right? First you're still eating with excitement, but halfway through the bucket, when it's already like an hour into the movie, you're non-stop, तेरा मुंह ऐसे सो रहा है, तू थक गया है.
Yeah, yeah.
वो तो नहीं रख देता हूँ बाजू में, लेकिन फिर भी ना तो ऐसे उसको खाते रहेगा खाते. And with each one that you're biting, you're just like, I don't need it. I don't want to eat this.
Your self-loathing is just increasing.
Increase. शाहरुख खाते जा रहा है. फिर क्यों खाया मैंने? मेरे को नहीं चाहिए था. मेरे को नहीं चाहिए था.
Bro, also one new experience that happens to me now is, so at PVR at least, they've done this thing where you place, like, they've got all sorts of these very exotic cuisines, right? Mexican and like pizzas and shit.
मोमो, सेव पूरी सब
Yeah.
कर रहे हो.
So you give them the order and then they take like 10 minutes to make it, and then a guy comes to your seat, right? Man,
Oh, yeah.
always comes at the exact nice moment in movie. One guy will, seat number J6, sir, Mexican J6.
In the evolution of movie theaters, right? We've had Dolby, 4DX, ये सब जो आया है. But this guy coming to your seat to give you food na is probably the most annoying. And if you notice, तो कभी भी थिएटर में बैठेगा ना, जो बीच वाले रोज में बैठे ना आदमी
वही
या
मंगा
औरत,
साल
उन लोग का ही आता है, और वो he has to like look 15 fucking seats inside, right? Then he'll cross through everybody, सब लोग अरे क्या चल रहा है, because this person move पीछे वाला, तो ऐसे एक trickle down effect आ रहे, इसमें सब अनॉय हो रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक बीच में साले हरामी को मोमोज चाहिए थे जो 25 मिनट लगते हैं बनाने के लिए.
No, and the thing is, dude, the other thing it does is that this smell, this nice smell comes to me, and I'm like, shit, why didn't I order it?
Yeah.
Why couldn't I be the cause of this discomfort?
But you know, I feel having something that is momos with sauce in the dark is just dangerous business. It's just, and plus the biggest distraction is a 70 bloody screen. और तुम ये there's too much, too many moving parts.
मैं जब भी मोमोज खाया ना, एक शेजवान तो इधर आया ही है मेरी टी-शर्ट बाहर का. अरे फक यार.
अच्छा, guy, you need to know this about Thakur. I have not seen Thakur spill stuff too much, except when
White
Thakur
t-shirt.
wears white pants.
Or
I have
white
never seen
t-shirt.
him white pants.
Or white anything.
Within 3 minutes, like somebody will compliment Thakur. Arey, nice pants. Next moment, Thakur has dropped something on his.
Bro, मेरा 36 का आंकड़ा है white से, bro. मैं कुछ, and you know, it won't even be for any fault of mine.
Yeah.
कि ये है, ये white पहन लिया तो मैं ऐसे डर के चलते रहता हूँ, एप्रन लेके घूमना पड़ता है. Anyway, तो तू मैं क्यों जवान का मेरा, तो मैं और कुशल है ना, हम लोग बचपन से जब भी पिक्चर आया ना, तो हम लोग पहले सिंगल स्क्रीन भागते थे, ठीक है, चंदन और गेटी, और वो भी जाके स्टॉल में, ठीक है, स्टॉल में एक कोक, वो समोसा का पैकेट, like that is probably my favorite experience. And I feel after the advent of, say, your multiplexes and all of that, even the kind of movies that were getting made, right, you just sort of veered away from single screen. You know, अभी मुझे recliner चाहिए, अभी ये सीट हिलना चाहिए जब मैं फास्ट एंड फ्यूरियस देख रहा हूँ, ठीक है, वो सब. बट इन द लास्ट फ्यू मूवीज, गदर देख, पठान देख, जवान देख, ये सिंगल स्क्रीन वाला वाइब वापस आ गया, वेयर इवन पीपल हु आर नॉट वाचिंग इट इन अ सिंगल स्क्रीन आर फुल्ली लाइक गेटिंग अप एंड डांसिंग एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट.
Oh yeah.
तो ये तो वो देखने गया गेटी में, ठीक है, उधर शाहरुख के पोस्टर को
You saw Jawan and Getty?
No, I didn't. My Kushal I was talking about, my friend. तो वो गया, सब उसने देखा, उसने बोला ब्रो पिक्चर देख के बाहर आया, बोला मैंने सुना ही नहीं है पिक्चर.
Wow.
बोला क्यों, बोला चूतिया लोग सिर्फ डांस कर रहे, चिल्ला रहे, तो जो डायलॉग भी बोल रहे हैं ना, नहीं, पब्लिक कुछ नहीं, वो शाहरुख बात करने लग रहा है, पब्लिक चिल्ला रहे, यू कांट हियर.
Wow.
Plus again, spoilers guys, if you've not watched Jawan,
Yeah.
then
Switch
please,
this off
because
right now. Yeah.
switch this off and watch it and come back, or like
I love
within 10 days.
I love the people in the theater who are applauding. But I know it's exciting, but it's that slow clap that starts in the theater, na, and then you realize that वो तेरे को सुन नहीं सकता है. So it's either like I feel you should either be hooting or just be silent and watch the movie. But just.
But what was Aadar? What was your What was the reaction in your theater? Was it like this?
नहीं ये सब हो रहा था. So it's like when his entries happen, which you're all like, you're with friends, and that's when I realized that my mother and sister are probably not the best people to watch Jawan with.
Why?
Because I enjoyed क्या बोलते हैं, पठान नहीं, हाँ पठान, way more with you guys. It's meant to be with friends. Like it is not a parent movie. Like with friends के साथ when you're like elbowing each other, ये देख, that's the vibe of this film.
Bro, मैं ढूंढ रहा था टिकट्स और मिल रहे नहीं, और जो भी मिल रहे आगे वाले रोज मिल रहे कि नहीं जाना है, और निकिता ने बोला रिक्लाइनर ही चाहिए, तो हम लोग ढूंढ रहे रिक्लाइनर. फाइनली फन रिपब्लिक है ना, सिनेपोलिस, ठीक है, उधर लास्ट 2 रिक्लाइनर सीट्स बचे थे, तो चल जायेश गए उधर. It all started great क्योंकि now Cinepolis also has the A1 samosa. So बाप. Yeah. So automatically I've liked the movie. I've not watched it yet. I've automatically liked it because what I want, my entire theater experience is coming to me.
You know, there's a old saying amongst movie critics that movie critics that samosa adds 1 star.
1 star सवाल. और 2 खाया तो 2 स्टार तो ऐसे ही दे दिया, ठीक है. अभी हम लोग बैठे हैं. Now I'm assuming कि चल people will still be in that vibe that will cheer and all. Bro, सिर्फ मैं और निकिता चिल्ला रहे थिएटर में.
Yeah, same in my theater.
हम लोगों ने एंट्री पे चिल्लाया, ठीक है. फिर वो जो सीन आता है ना, जब ओल्ड शाहरुख कैचेस सेतुपति एंड ही इज लाइक बेटे को हाथ लगाने से पहले बाप से बाप ब्रो, मैंने चेयर भी नहीं किया, मैंने उसका वीडियो भी नहीं थिएटर पे बैठ के ब्रो, इट
Piracy.
दैट वाज हाँ मतलब डाल रहा नहीं हूँ किधर, बट वो सीन का, दैट्स दैट वन सीन एवरीबॉडी चीयर्ड,
Oh,
बट उसके अलावा उन लोग इतना चेयर नहीं करा था, तो मैं और बीवी चिल्ला रहे हैं, फिर ऐसे देख रहे हैं shit, हम लोग ही है, कोई और चिल्ला रहे नहीं।
dude, so in our theater we saw it at it was like a 9:30 show at a PVR, and this was like maybe the Monday or the Tuesday of that week, and uh, the theater was silent.
Yeah,
Like they have maybe clapped when he first came on, when the bandages get burnt off.
yeah,
After that they're just silent. Then that line pe ek thoda kuch idhar udhar se
हाँ,
pockets of noise. And
हाँ,
bro, I have never seen a movie theater get up and leave more confused in my whole life.
really?
Oh, this
Yeah,
happened to
dude.
my dad. My dad decided to go first day, first show. तो कोई नहीं था डैड के साथ, मैं पहुंचा नहीं था अभी तक. सो डैड गोज एंड इज लाइक, नहीं यार मुझे अपने बाजू वाले से पूछना पड़ा, पूरी पिक्चर मेरे को समझा रहा है. तो एंड दैट गाय आल्सो इज मेकिंग माय डैड, नहीं नहीं ये जो है ना वो है और वो है. एंड आई रियलाइज्ड आफ्टर वाचिंग द फिल्म, दिस इज बेसिकली चक दे मिक्स्ड विद नायक.
By the way, I think this is like, I feel like this is every Shah Rukh film that he has been trying to make over the last 25 years in one movie. There is Fan, there is Duplicate, there is Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani, there is Chak De, there is
No, there is
you
also
name
Ramde
it.
Vasanti. There is
Ramde
also Ramde
Vasanti.
Vasanti.
So films he's not made also. He's just
And by the way, it's also Money Heist, because if you remember a
It is Money
couple of
Heist.
years,
Oh yeah.
couple of years ago, ऐसे rumor फैला था कि शाहरुख is remaking Money Heist. तो मैं तो फुल एक्साइटेड, फक शाहरुख मनी है, मतलब ये बनेगा प्रोफेसर, तो अभी बचे अपने पास टोक्यो ये वो, तो उसमें जो भी लड़के हैं, डेनवर, चल मैं जाके देखता हूँ कि कौन टेस्ट करा है, ऑडिशन कर लूंगा, डेनवर का पार्ट तो कर ही सकता है, ये सब सोच रहा था, ठीक है. और इट fizzled out. But while watching the movie, when you see the hostage negotiation and all of that happening, I'm like, I can totally picture somebody on set, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you weren't allowed phones. Like I was doing a little research on it, you weren't allowed phones. Everything was very under wraps. But somebody who has seen this has
Including
gone
Shah
and
Rukh.
sort of, you know,
Yeah.
कितना अंडर रैप्स रखेगा भाई.
शाहरुख आप ये मूवी में एक मम्मी हो, हाँ? But
Also,
so
रब ने बना दी
then you-
जोड़ी. रब ने बना दी जोड़ी also there, where she doesn't know who she's
Oh
married.
yeah, dude. Fuck.
I just never understood that. And she saw him with half a mask. Okay, ऐसा है. I mean, bro, matlab, come on. Like, you can still tell it's Varun, right? Like, you're not like, oh fuck. Who's
I
that?
love that he's been showing different parts of his face. So now there are photos of every part. So now they're just arranging everything and putting it together.
Oh my god, dude. You know, I think for me, the movie is best summed up by the fact that, so I saw it with Sidhi, and Sidhi was in it, man. She was enjoying it. That whole, the metro sequence, the thing that happened after
But that was so
loving
well
it.
done, though.
All of that
Actually.
stuff, right? I was enjoying it. She's enjoying it. She's in it, and she's way more in it than I am. I was laughing at some points, okay, like some of the over the top stuff. I was fully
Yeah.
laughing at movie, not with movie. But
yeah.
she's enjoying. Okay. Now what happens is, right before the interval point, when Shah Rukh is held hostage, right, and then Shah Rukh comes to save Shah Rukh.
Yeah.
Shahrukh.
When that moment happened, I looked at her and her face just went, and that summed it up. She was so confused and annoyed, and she was like, "Kya ho raha hai?" Because she has not seen a single part of the promotions, the trailer, nothing. She just walked into this movie. So,
so
Bro,
it's a nice, very nice perspective to get from her, though.
yeah, no. So,
but we all kind of knew, right? Like that it's going
no.
to be.
So you know what she thought? She thought, because right when the movie began, it said special thanks, Sanjay Dutt. So she thought it's Sanjay Dutt coming to save Shah Rukh, and then it turns out it's Shah Rukh cosplaying as Rajnikant coming to save Shah Rukh.
मेरे साथ क्या हुआ है देख,
Fury here.
मैं थिएटर गया मूवी देखने के लिए, मूवी चालू हुई, शाहरुख, ठीक है, फिर शाहरुख कैप्चर्ड है, उसको बचाना आया शाहरुख, फिर पुराना शाहरुख, शाहरुख के बाद वापस शाहरुख, फिर हुआ इंटरवल में समोसा लेके अंदर आके बैठा, 5 एड्स प्ले हुए, उसमें 4 में था शाहरुख.
डी डेकोर.
फिर हाँ, डी डेकोर, फिर वो आलिया भट्ट वाला एक बोलता ना, अमित जी और शाहरुख दोनों, एवरेस्ट मसाला. बाय द वे, आई जस्ट फाउंड एवरेस्ट हैज अ लॉट ऑफ मनी, दे गॉट शाहरुख एंड अमित जी
Yeah.
इन वन हैंड. एनीवे, तो एवरेस्ट मसाला, उसमें भी शाहरुख, डी डेकोर, वापस शाहरुख, फिर चालू हुआ फिर शाहरुख अभी एक टाइम पे स्क्रीन पे देखो दो शाहरुख दिख क्या चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा क्या है उसके बाद it just stays. But that second old dad Vikram Rathod avatar was bap, because
I
I just
enjoyed
realized
that
that
so much more. I want to see
so
a
much.
separate movie of what happens to him after he
Hmm.
was killed.
I
That's
want
a
Shahrukh to
prequel.
just be like this silver fox, gray hair, just flaunting his age for what it is. You know what I
What if he
mean?
was in the jungle? Like you make another movie about after he got shot, fell, lost
Adventures
his
of
memory.
Vikram
Yeah,
Rathod.
and like what he did in that jungle.
Yeah, that
हाँ
is a easy 5 season web series right there.
yeah हाँ. So that मेरे को वो अच्छा लगा. I also bro the technical prowess in the movie that Atlee and his crew from the south have got it looks only so much better. Like apart from there are high speed shots also to hai, but just the way it is shot, the production design, like that metro sequence
It was very
was
good.
amazing. It was amazing. मेरे को ऐसे मेट्रो लेने का मन किया मालूम है उसके बाद कि निकित एक टाइम का मतलब are metros like this? Because it's looking proper at par with,
But it
you know,
is
like
like this. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, exactly, but we don't use it that often, right? अभी अपन इधर से उधर बहुत कम जा रहे हैं. Once the longer line start, we'll start taking it.
Dude,
But it was
I
so
took
good to see.
I took the new one that started at Lower Oshiwara. There's
uh,
a station down the road which I had no idea about, which is called Ovaripada. Did you know this?
over ही पड़ा.
Yeah. You know, when the guy says it on the PA system, right? Agla
हंसता है
station,
थोड़ा.
Ovaripada. अकेला मैं हंसा हूं, पता है क्या उस पूरे.
Is it sponsored by something though? Every
No.
station is
No,
sponsored by something now, na?
that's the सात बंगला टू घाटकोपर वाला लाइन, ठीक है.
हाँ.
उस पे वो है कि ओप्पो जोगेश्वरी एंड क्या है
एवरेस्ट मसाला DN नगर.
Vivo.
हाँ ऐसा है.
हाँ.
हाँ वीवो वीवो ये सब भी है उधर अभी तक. So that I really liked. That scene was that entire sequence was, they had really good set pieces like throughout the movie and really well executed and something different to what you've seen. Like masala hai, theek hai. Like for example, some of the songs were there for no reason.
I didn't enjoy the
Right?
songs at all.
And also, I take it back. I remember in the last episode, I said I didn't like Zinda Banda, whatever. I can't stop. I can't stop singing it and dancing to it. Other songs, not so much, but that theme of ching tong or ping pong or wanda,
Yeah.
वो और जिंदा बंदा बहुत मजा आ रहा है मेरे को. मैं रोज सुनता हूँ.
Really?
And I hated the song first.
I
Now
know,
I listen to it
but
every.
I genuinely had that experience, you know, when people say that attention spans are dropping. I had that full experience because I'm in the theater, I'm watching the songs, right? And I had this urge to just fast forward.
Skip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Skip. Aage, I didn't like any of the songs.
I'm just like,
They should
get the
add
old
that
guy.
in Netflix. When you're watching Hindi movies, they should add that like a skip intro in Netflix. The moment a song starts, you're allowed to skip song.
No,
yeah.
and especially if the song doesn't, a lot of songs, what they do is they will sort of take the story forward also, right? So the song sort of plays after a point in the background and there is stuff happening that is connecting. Either cut to.
Yeah.
Cut to, he's dressed like he normally doesn't dress.
Masi.
आके कुछ छलिया like क्यों, there was no need तो आराम से 3-4 गाने निकाल दिया बैकग्राउंड में डाल. But yeah.
Bro,
Like,
I turned to Sidhi when Zinda Banda started playing, right? I was like, this feels like the kind of song you play at the end of the movie, you know, where you're using the sets, but it's a different, twist on it. Now it's got garish lights and it's that sort of item song. And then suddenly, like, it felt like someone watched the movie and then said, you know what, the energy is dipping. Idhar thoda ek
गाना डाल दे.
spike of adrenaline. Ha, to ek ho jaye. So and then he's got one guest star who's never explained and he just comes and goes. Like it was.
I think that's the choreographer or something.
No, it's Atlee. He's the director.
Oh, he's Atlee only.
Oh.
जिंदा बंदा में एक आता है ना उसके साथ
For
शाहरुख
no
रेड में.
reason. I assumed it was because पहले वो गणेश मांजरे नहीं क्या वो गणेश
आचार्य.
कोई तो
आचार्य.
गणेश आचार्य. हाँ वो बहुत
निकल ले भैये संभल ले भैये निकल ले भैये.
गोविंदा के साथ आता था बहुत.
And then he bites Koina Mitra in that song. Oh my god, it's ghastly. अभी मैंने गाना गाया.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
no
fake
idea.
biting, not real biting, but and he put that step in. He said, you know what this song needs?
This needs
is that step where I'm going to bite you. Are you sure, Ganesh, you need to do that? I'm the choreographer. I will do it.
But yeah, but like I also felt like I enjoyed the first half more than the second half, and like I don't know, man. Like towards the end, some of the action scenes, they like especially the one on the highway.
Mm.
with like there was some fun stuff in it, but largely it just felt like things. Okay, I'll tell you what happened in the second half. They had so many story threads
Yeah.
that
They had
they
to
were
wrap up
trying to,
everything.
and everything was
Yeah.
happening so quickly that I didn't feel like I was invested in any
You
of it.
didn't enjoy the jail portion. I really enjoyed the fact that they allowed a child to be just in jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This
It
is
was just
some, and I'm sure this is some loophole in the legal system that they are. There must be precedent to it. Precedent to it.
the one song I did enjoy, and I think that tells you a lot about songs in general. Like, okay, if the song doesn't have like that catchy, good music and lyrics or whatever, at least it should have story. So the song about when Deepika's in jail,
Yeah.
the song where
Yeah,
Azad is
yeah,
growing up, I
yeah.
really
Merima,
enjoyed
it's
that
it's
song.
got Merima vibes.
Yeah, but and it was like because the visuals and the song at least like were really, really stirring. So that was nice. But yeah, it just felt like the second half. And by the way, this is a full like this is Z Cinema South movie dub with Shah Rukh actually in it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But the fact that the issues that it picks up. See, I agree with the fact that you wouldn't invest in it, but I think that was the point, to move it so fast and still sort of have some nuggets of whatever is happening in the country. Like it's Rang De Basanti, but done very fast and across
Masala.
multiple.
So you know what happens is I've noticed there was a graph through the movie. I don't know if you noticed. There's a song, extreme excess of opulence and like dance and hundreds of dancers. Next second, extreme social message.
Oh fuck though. By the way, the social
Hmm.
message sections, they were
Yeah, they were
brutal.
brutally
Oh
devastating.
my
But
god.
bro, a lot of them taken from actual cases. अभी तेरा
Yeah.
Kafil Khan
I'm
case था,
certain. I'm
which was Sania Malhotra's Dr. Aram, or like unseasonal rain destroying crops leading to farmer
Th-
suicide.
that that particular one, right? The
That
first one where the first lady, I forget her name in the movie, but
uh,
her backstory where her
yeah,
dad like eventually
The
hangs
was
father.
himself.
Yeah,
gruesome.
yeah,
Holy
yeah, yeah.
shit! Like it was like, and the thing is like to have and what Aadar was saying is so correct. Like it's a whiplash of like on one side you have this over the top action and then you have this gritty sepia toned realism which
Yeah.
is soaked with like this extremely like hard hitting sort of visuals and all of these things. And then again, you have, all right, back to ready.
मेरे
Yeah.
साथ बताओ.
वो कितने बार रेडी बोला है पिक्चर बोलते जाए रेडी रेडी चीफ रेडी रेडी
Dude, the other
but
thing,
also that portion where he breaks fourth wall and he talks to bro
वहां
you
पे
know I
मेरे
thought
मेरे थिएटर में स्लो क्लैप
हाँ
आफ्टर
clap
दैट.
क्योंकि उसमें जो लिखा है the lines that actually said were really good
Yeah.
but that scene suddenly looked like the movie stopped
it
और
looked
फिर
like
एक PSA
एक
नहीं,
ऐड आ
आता
गया है.
it
हाँ,
was
तो
it
एक
was
ad
अरे
a
है
वेट, एवरेस्ट एवरेस्ट मसाला भी देगा क्या होगा? I just
it was a Dhruv Rathi video.
bro
With Shah
bro
Rukh
bro
doing
bro
it.
bro it was it और उसमें I realized how crooked Shahruk's finger is bro if you look
Yeah.
at his finger you notice ऐसे कुछ
अरे क्योंकि
टेढ़ा
वो
है
ऐसे पकड़ना पड़ता है ना.
Evolutionary adaptation.
but I like how Shahrukh in this, like, when you say that the actor is communicating through his film, this Shahrukh silent rebellion. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
rebellion against whatever the stuff that has happened to him, is also rebellion against anti-smoking. क्योंकि एक वाले सीन में the
हाँ,
old Shahrukh just
वो
smokes और
अंदर
अभी
लेता
सिगरेट भी
है,
नहीं.
उसको हेडबट करता है, फिर अंदर वापस लेता है बात. He doesn't even bother raising his hand up.
उसको पूरा टाइम फुकेश. I think this एक शाहरुख ने डलवा है कि how about we give him a cigar? It's not needed Shahrukh. No, I want to smoke, but I don't want to say cut. We have to go through it fast.
वैसे
सर आप
तुम
फूक
पे
लो.
इतना ये मेकअप करोगे, सब सफेद बाल करोगे, I need a cigarette all the time.
But he looks so good in that, bro. I love that old guy avatar uska. Must
So
एकदम.
two things. So one, to take this point to its end, the old guy avatar absolutely 100% on board with you. Enjoyed that look. The de-age Shah Rukh though, the uncanny valley of de-age Shah
Yeah.
Rukh was because
Look.
he's wearing short sleeves, okay, in some of the scenes, and so his face is whatever CGI nightmare 35 or whatever it is, and then his arms are straight 55.
But it looked like at one point in time when they were both standing, I'm like, wait, your dad, technically your dad looks like 11 years older than you at best.
Yeah.
like because even DH Shahrukh wasn't you can't DH him to कुछ होता है ना, but तू थोड़ा भी DH करेगा वो 55 का 45 लगेगा
My
आदमी. He
sister
wasn't
had a
looking.
question when she looked at the old Shahrukh. She's like, how is he in such good shape? I was like, देखना उसको introduction किया था वो लकड़ी काट रहा था ना. That's enough. That's all the exercise you need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be in great shape.
No, also, man, like the thing about his de-aging, right? Like, I swear to God, I think when he was bald in the metro and the lights were dim and on, it still looked okay. But when it was like in full daylight, when the light was on his face, right? I genuinely was looking at the screen confused as if my eyes were failing me. Like I was like, is his face looking strange or am I not like seeing
No.
correctly?
Yeah.
So
Not reached that
what
point
happened is when the interval happened, Sidhi went to get some water or something like that. I was sitting in the seat and there was this older couple that was sitting beside us, right? They must have been in their 40s, 50s, something like that. And the lady,
I like older couple is in their 40s for you.
I mean, they are older.
So Bawa.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But Baba is older than us. So 50s she must be in. And she turns to her husband and angrily she's like, what has he done to his face? Why is he looking like that? And I was like, oh, fuck. I wanted to join that conversation. I want to be like, fuck, you're right. You're right. You also noticed. I also noticed. But I couldn't. I just couldn't get in. But it looked uncanny valley. And once I heard that, I was like, correct. This is some.
What do you guys think about Nayantara? This is actually, I think, one of the first. Very good, no?
She was fun.
She
was
Sanjay Dutt
like,
though was the show
Sanjay Dutt, Nick Fury level fun जो है ending तूने post credit देखा है?
He was in cahoots with Shahrukh.
Oh.
The whole time.
The whole time they were together. Mission. Yeah, Swiss Bank. So hey, potential sequel.
Oh.
Because that's another thing, right? Corrupt politicians stash money in Swiss Bank account. So ye Jayesh, ready.
Jawan 2.
Jawan 2.
So
it's like asli black money के पीछे मैं जा रहा हूँ.
Bro, but the thing is, Sanjay Dutt, right? His formula is this, right? Sanjay Dutt has this very thuggish, lovable thug personality, right? Now the way it works is if you play lovable thug straight, then you get Vastav and Sadak and all of this shit. If you put lovable thug in different situations, you get comedy. So lovable thug as doctor. Lovable thug as police interrogator. So it's just
उस पे एक और फिल्टर ना ओनम सद्या के लिए जाना है उसको ये सब दिखा है ना उसको वेस्टी दे दी है
आता है ऐसे आ रहा था and then the camera pans down to him on the scooter which is like fun. It's like yeah ठीक है you've set up that this is going to be a comedy character.
Bro, there's one movie called The Pope's Exorcist.
Okay? Yeah, I saw it.
Russell Crowe comes on this moped in Pope's Exorcist. It's got that same energy.
Unintentionally funny.
Large man on a small bike.
Also, there's something about the scooter that makes your back straighter. The bike, it's just weird. It makes it like हाँ तो stool पे बैठा है.
Yeah,
that's true. But मस्ती में पैसे कमा रहे हैं bro. ये remember there was the good old days of 100 crore club and we would be like अरे 100 crore याद है जब ये चालू हुआ था फिर ऐसे 200 1000 crore क्या चल रहा है gross worldwide but still like it's minting some insane amount of money, dude.
But like, I think that's the one big shift in trends, right? Which is like the small budget but profitable film is not appealing enough anymore to take you to a theater, right? Where you're just like, yeah, मैं रुकता हूँ थोड़ी देर और आ जाएगा Netflix पे types.
So there is a thing where the death of the mid-budget entertainer is gone. So it's either small budget films that are doing well on OTTs or there's insanity budget films that are in the theaters. The mid-budget comedies, mid-budget action movies, mid-budget drama, romantic comedies are gone.
Yeah.
So क्या करे आयुष्मान फिर?
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I think Dreamgirl 2 also made money and stuff like that. But I feel like generally speaking, like now you want these large escapist, like mega blockbusters, right?
Yeah, in the theater, yeah.
But look at this, bro. Jan में हुआ पठान 1000 crore, अभी सितंबर में जवान ये भी 1000 crore और दिसंबर में वो डंकी कर रहा है, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, this is
with Hirani.
The year
so completely different emotional tearjerker.
And by the way, like Hirani has about 3-4 movies in your 300-400 crore.
Hirani की movies 4D में देखोगे तो वो लोग 4D effects में बस ग्लिसरीन तुम्हारे आंख में सीधा स्प्रे करते हैं. instead of water.
वो तो है ना, हिरानी, classic हिरानी trope. Something emotional happens. Let's cut to 30 people with like
By the way, same thing in Jawan, right?
Jawan,
Every
yes.
time they cut, like anything sad happens, this straight reaction shot, and everyone's just crying with one tear like this.
Yeah.
But also, huge shout out to, I think this is a generally like well acted movie. Like I felt like Nayantara
Yeah.
amazing, Deepika was great, but Vijay
Yeah.
Sethupathi, man,
I just love
Yes,
Vijay
killer.
Sethupathi. I
One of
just
the
want him to
best.
keep talking. I want
Yeah.
him to keep talking. You know that the his South Indian heavy accent, but speaking Hindi, I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, how much
I
he
love it.
owns
I'm
it.
like
He
just
owns it, and then it's like, yeah, get over it. Now watch me act. Yeah,
Yeah.
get
Bro,
over
he's
the
too
damn
good.
accent. Watch me act.
He's
It's
too good.
captivating. He's captivating,
Yeah.
and he conveys. You know what else I liked about it was that he's like this cutthroat, sociopathic businessman, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, he treats his employees really well. Like he's really good to, when his brother dies, he's like, I will avenge you. When that giant who works for him, right? He's
Yeah.
just so tender with these people. And you're like,
Yeah.
I like you, man.
Even his squad with all the girls, Priyamani and Sania Malhotra, they've also got like a
Great.
kick-ass role, man, in it. Like to be
Also,
able to
I
do
have
it.
to point out one real stupid thing with Setupathi's character is that why would you keep your poison next to your meds, which are for your they're important meds, and they're right next to each other. You need one colorblind employee to fuck it up.
But did you see that unexplained Bane character? Like he just came with a cheetah, and then like there's one more call that happens between him and Vijay Sethupathi, and you can't hear or understand what Bane is saying.
Classic Ben.
And just not and not explain. Kuch hua nahi, some deal, something.
That's what I'm saying. It went so, like, there was so much story that they just put into like that one half at the end. Because the first half was all about setting up these set pieces, and there's this mysterious character and he's a jailer and all of that stuff. And then the whole second half, you're filling up the rest of that story, which is that his father's
But
story,
I sat did a lot of research then and then on Atlee, because I'm like, chal yaar, dekhte hain. So a lot of his other movies with Thalapathy Vijay, Mersal and Bigil, उसमें भी ना काफी similar tropes है. Mersal में भी double role है. Again, social issues पे based film है. So they've gotten that trope really well, where तेरा मसाला भी है, your social issues are also addressed. You have a big star who will headline your project. Great, like foot tapping music. Like A.R. Rahman was supposed to do this one also, like he has done his other movies. He didn't do it, but it's like it's formulaic, but it's worked across the board. It's worked across the board. और अभी तो भाई मेगा डिमांड में आ जाएगा. अभी तो
insanity. Like like a lot of people have been. Do you think it's the evolution slowly? But like there were theaters where plays used to happen, and those got converted into cinema halls. And now slowly your single theaters are essentially like dying out. Multiplexes will come. Like, but we keep trying to get single screen back. But
I think the theater itself might be under threat in general, single screen PVR included. Like in the sense that
नहीं bro, अभी तो आ गए ना वापस 2 साल पहले, हाँ, but अभी they've bounced back. And how?
I mean, okay, so then maybe what I'm trying to get at is
how many Gadars and Pathans and this can happen.
I think the impact it will have on movies is that you will have more movies where you'll have this kind of like completely unhinged masala.
Theme park rides, which is what Martin Scorsese has been complaining about.
This is not even a theme park ride. It is just exciting but completely unsettled movies where it's a sledgehammer. It's that bhai's thing, na, face hitting, hammer hitting.
Hammer, yeah.
It's going to be that.
But you look at the lineup ना, अभी ये हुआ, अभी दिवाली पे टाइगर आने वाला है, ठीक है, फिर तेरा क्रिसमस पे डंकी आएगा, अगले साल ऋतिक is doing that fighter, Siddharth Anand, who's probably like the busiest guy, फिर तेरा war, then your Yash Raj spy universe, Tiger versus Pathan, all of this shit, ये जो marvelization of Hollywood हुआ था, वो यशराजिफिकेशन ऑफ बॉलीवुड भी होने वाला है.
Yeah.
You're going to see all of that now. Like you gave your 20s to Marvel, now give your 30s to Yash Raj.
But by the way, one thing that I think I've had enough of is apart from the war, Pathan, whatever that cinema universe is, the spy universe. Apart from that, I don't think I want to see another Shah Rukh Khan action movie. Like I didn't enjoy the action scenes in this movie. Meaning the fight sequences and stuff like that. I don't want to see Shah Rukh do that. So like in the sense I won't.
Huh.
The next Jawan that comes out, I'm not going to be this hyped.
Depends.
Yeah, that makes
after
sense.
Donkey, you don't know what will happen.
Like Donkey, I mean, I'm hoping Donkey is more a like a drama, like a
Yeah, like
I doubt Hirani will do a Jawan.
you want him to do movies like that. You play your age, and like you don't have to just do maar dhar mara mari. Chal tu saal mein ek baar wo
No,
kar.
but Old Man Shah Rukh, I want to watch. Old Man Shah Rukh beating
Old
the
Man Shah
crap
Rukh,
out of
yes.
people
but
in the
you know,
jungle.
Aadar, I don't want to
sorry.
see CGI face Shah Rukh doing push-ups on 2 fingers. Like it's okay. Like I'm okay.
Also, you could tell the rope. You could so
Yeah,
many things.
because you can see his shirt pulled up like that.
I don't know why they did that, but I'm sure Shah Rukh can pull it off.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure Red Chili's VFX can pull it off without having a shirt.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I just feel like I don't want to see another mindless action movie with Shah Rukh in it being sold on Shah Rukh's name. Like it's okay. Like I'm done with that.
No, उसका हो गया, comeback हो गया.
Yeah.
आपने पैसे बना लिए. Now, बस अभी और मत करो.
Yeah.
Don't flog a dead horse.
Because
But
I feel like at some point you want to see him transition into the space that Amitabh has occupied for like 20 years now.
Yeah.
That space of guy who is
I think
much
at some
older
point
but does
Amitabh is
interesting
also
roles.
like, guys, I want to retire. Please, someone take over.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I want to chill. I want to go. I want to be like Dharmender.
Yeah, man. Like that's what I feel. I felt very saturated. Felt very done. I was like, man, this is enough. Like, bahut ho gaya. I'm not ready anymore.
Not bus.
I think he's trying to talk like the Amitabh Bachchan also. So he's slowly getting us used to it.
But अपन theaters की बात कर रहे थे, right? Like how even theater experiences for us have changed.
Yeah.
Right, like-
Remember जब 25 रुपए में सब कुछ हो जाता था. So the
Did you-
experience now is like they're questioning your entire net worth while you go to the theater.
देखो मालूम है, there used to be this concept in theaters called the family box. Did you guys ever do the family box?
What? What is
No.
So lot of the single screen theaters used to, so एक तेरा stall है, तेरा balcony है, और इसके ऊपर पीछे side पे you would have like a 10% enclosure.
What?
Make it even, yeah, used to be called the family box. I've actually watched कौन सा मूवी मालूम है? खिलाड़ियों का खिलाड़ी.
Oh, in the family. That's a movie to watch in the family box.
खिलाड़ियों का
This is
खिलाड़ी
the
था
one
या
where they are dancing.
नहीं इंटरनेशनल खिलाड़ी या रेखा वाला. That was international खिलाड़ी, right?
नहीं
One of
that
the
was
fucking
खिलाड़ियों का
खिलाड़ी.
खिलाड़ी. Undertaker वाला. हाँ.
One of the
So
खिलाड़ी.
you sat with your family and watched Akshay Kumar and Rekha wrestle in mud.
Yeah. खिलाड़ी versus Undertaker.
There's
वो
an
वाला.
entire series of South Indian Khiladis if you guys want to go down that rabbit hole.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's one called Intelligent Khiladi or something. They're basically just making fun of Akshay Kumar. It's like, no, this guy is an intelligent Khiladi.
Wait, Akshay Kumar's in it?
No. This whole, again, full series of South films.
Intelligent
Khiladi
Khiladi
films.
is Vishwanathan Anand.
Yeah.
तो पाप होगा वो पूरा गेम चेस पे, लेकिन वो ऐसे somersault और सब मार
I'm
के.
sure somebody is developing a
Correct.
script. Like after Queen's Gambit, somebody is developing this one script with Vishwanathan Anand. Like somebody playing him.
Sir, Vishwanathan Anand, but आप serial killer हो.
सर आप दूसरों के पॉन्स को मारते रहते हो. I see what you
Why
did there.
can't we just do it like this? No, sir, that way you're not interesting. I have literally, I'm the grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
No, but sir, it's not interesting enough. You
Sir,
have to be
आपका नाम है
murderer.
Grandmaster Gogo.
बट तुम लोग कभी ड्राइव इन थिएटर पे देखे होगा मूवी?
नहीं यहाँ पे है
वो भी
ना
हुआ
अभी,
करता
तो
था.
बहुत अच्छे आ गया. I want to do try it.
इधर किधर जियो में आई थिंक कुछ आया है, जियो
हाँ,
ड्राइव और व्हाटएवर, बट अर्लियर दे यूज्ड टू बी ना. द थिंग इज इट्स फन टू वॉच इट इन अ ड्राइव इन थिएटर. आई मीन आई डोंट नो, नाउ इट्स अ नॉवेल्टी एक्टिविटी, बट बॉम्बे में भी था एक जगह पे, वहां देखा. आई डोंट रिमेंबर वेयर इट वाज. आई वाज वेरी यंग व्हेन आई वेंट टू वॉच इट. द प्रॉब्लम इज तू बैठ के देख रहा है, लेकिन तू विंडो नीचे करके रुक से इतना गर्म है और ह्यूमिड है, राइट? लाइक तो अगर तेरे को देखना है पिक्चर तो तू चालू करके एसी चालू करके अंदर से देख रहा है. सो यू आर लिटरली वाचिंग इट फ्रॉम बिहाइंड द ग्लास कि यार अच्छा है, ये picture, as opposed to ना how you would like get a
हाँ,
car, open the dicky और तू इसे लेट के बाहर दिख
हाँ.
रहा है वो वाला. ये
हाँ,
नहीं. I actually found there's a theater in Leh. It's a mobile theater, bro. So it's fully inflatable.
सब लोग
And
एक एक
it's
मोबाइल.
नहीं नहीं मोबाइल पे नहीं देख रहे ब्रो. थिएटर इज मोबाइल, सो यू कैन पुट इट अप एनीवेयर. दे पुट इट एट 11,500 feet above sea level.
Wow. और
Oh
कौन सा पिक्चर
shit.
दिखाया?
हाँ पता नहीं कौन
चवन.
सा.
It has
पंकज
to be
त्रिपाठी.
stoner comedy so that everybody's high. It's like this is the greatest gag you can pull.
No, उधर बैठ के ले में ब्रो at that height, so it's the highest theater in the world, but it's sort of mobile, so
Nice.
waterproof, inflatable. तो पब्लिक बैठ के
Dekesh.
देख रहा
I
है.
also want to talk about some of the etiquette things when you go to a theater, right? So one is obviously, folks who don't arrive on time, right?
Hmm.
Always, much like the guy who comes with the momos, the
Hmm.
people also come exactly, when the thing has started, the most exciting scene is on, then excuse me, I have to just, excuse me. Then he stamps on all your shoes and he walks past you. There's
Yeah.
that guy. But the thing is, there's also a part of me that sympathizes because PVR starts everything 30 minutes late after seeing every ad that has ever been shot. So I can imagine why you would be like, ठीक है, थोड़ा late ही जाता हूँ.
But bro, that's the
आधा
case,
घंटा.
right? Like
I've realized it's half an hour now.
when you open the app to book the ticket and it says 7, you automatically said 7:30.
7:30.
7:30, and it's true. 7:30 ही चालू होने वाला है वो. They want you to sort of get in early, hopefully get 550 rupees का popcorn,
Yeah.
do all of that shit. But the thing is, what you don't realize is that तू जो मैथ कर रहा है ना, जिन लोग ने भी टिकट बुक किया सब लोग वही मैथ कर
वही
रहे
कर
हैं.
रहे हैं.
ठीक है. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई बोल रहा है 7 बजे गया तो मैं 7 बजे पहुंचने वाला. मैं जाके पहले जाके सब लेके टाइम पे खाना वाना लेके, कोई नहीं. सब
Yeah,
लोग
yeah.
हैं लेट होने वाले. आई ऑल्सो डोंट गेट दोस पीपल मैन. लाइक how many movies do you need to watch to know that A, keep your phone on fucking silent, and B, keep your brightness low, because like तू कोपची वाली सीट पे भी अगर बैठा है, तू फोन निकालेगा ना, पीछे वाले को दिखाई देते इतना, क्योंकि थिएटर में तेरा पूरा अंधेरा है, वो ब्राइट करके बाहर आता है.
Yeah.
और पब्लिक फिर भी hey.
So this now, I think this again it will tie in with that same point. Ki now movies are not movies; they're events, right? That people want to
Yeah.
not just go and see, but they want to capture and show other people that they're seeing.
Yeah.
So happened with Barbie, Oppenheimer. It happened with Jawan. So when the opening things of Jawan happened, right? Then he first makes his entry. Just like some fucking 50 people in front of me have all taken out their phones, opened their Snapchat, Instagram, and they're all taking reels.
सब लोग मैं भी कर रहा था.
No, I went to weirdly. I went to a concert before arriving here. Like and the basic etiquette of what happened was I was trying to make a video of Lucky Ali, and I realized मेरे frame में ना नीचे लोग नहीं दिख रहे. It's only phones, and I'm like, put your phone down. I'm trying to make a video.
Yeah.
And
How
one thing is that,
inconsiderate of these
yeah,
fucking...
these fuckers. So and one more thing was like the dudes who sing, like this is purely for concerts, the people who sing very badly and they don't know, to the point उनके आजू बाजू सब लोग. तो मेरे पीछे एक आदमी बस
तू कॉन्सर्ट की बात करे, मुझे लगा जवान में बैठ के कोई गाना गा रहा था.
I'm sure जवान में भी कोई गाता होगा. I'm sure people are going crazy, and like at some point I and it took me to turn around, like nobody else was, किसी में हिम्मत नहीं हो रही थी. I turned around and said, गाने देना उसको.
Okay, second thing about armrests. What is armrest etiquette in theaters?
Well, if it's sold by Katrina, then I'm armrest के armrest.
Armrest etiquette.
Yeah, Neville ये काट please.
नहीं.
ये रहेगा.
So armrest etiquette, I think the polite thing is you have to do 50-50, right? That's what the thing is.
Yeah, polite thing is just have two people next to each other, so then like there's no
So that
tension.
you get bored.
But one person will be at the end of that having to share armrest with one random stranger, right?
Yeah.
Solution is recliner, because recliner के side पे तेरे को आता है table.
Oh my lord.
इतना जगह है, तो
It's
ऐसा फैल के बैठिश.
Too expensive a solution. But
No, so you go
guys,
on a weekday.
please get
Go on a weekday in the next week, you'll get it.
Get ICICI and Axis के बहुत सारे
Yeah.
cards है जहाँ पे you get one-on-one free every time you buy. So it's
So,
really useful, guys.
weekend में
this
मत
is
जाओ
not a
पीछे.
paid promotion. Just want.
Yeah.
Aadar is just
बहुत
interested in
सारे
these things.
actually lots of banks do this where it's like so it becomes like for $400 you've got like 2 recliner seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's also basis like you have to just judge the other person's character and willingness to fight for armrest.
Yeah. What is the etiquette if you want to eat what the person next to you is eating? Like, do you ask? Do you just put your hand in?
एक try करने दे. I want to taste कि मैं interval में जाके लाऊं कि नहीं.
I think it should be an unwritten rule that if you are in the row, if you are one of the earlier ones and वो मोमो वाले को बीच के सीट वाले को देना है तो यहाँ से वहां जाते वक्त जो भी पास कर रहा है उसको एक अलाउड होना चाहिए लेने के लिए. ये कर देख सब लोग आधा घंटा पहले आके लाइन में खड़े रह के मोमोज लेके टाइम पे बैठेंगे.
Also, please, humble request, if you're in the line for food and drinks,
Please decide what you want beforehand. Don't.
Why? What are you doing with that time, that 15 minutes that you've been waiting? What are you doing with it?
Bro, they will just sit and they'll look, that, no, not this. Actually, what about that? You think we should go there and do that? And I'm like, dude, fucking hurry up. How difficult is it to say ek samosa, ek coke and leave? Like, that's all.
I had a guy who couldn't decide how he wanted to pay. He's like, cash do kya? नहीं छोड़ो आप scan दे दो. नहीं अच्छा मैं credit card निकालता हूँ.
And somehow that person's card or this won't work at that point of time.
Yeah.
So again, you got to wait. Okay, chal, ये करेगा फिर मेरे को because it's written at the back in big letters with graphics and everything. It's there. It's written. When it says Momo 250 rupees, don't go to the counter and say Momos कितने का? 250 रुपए लिखा है, दिखा है. तू ऊपर देख एक बार और फिर नीचे देख और फिर ले. Simple.
And don't fall for the gourmet trap. It's the
gourmet
same
trap is the
popcorn. There is no such thing as gourmet popcorn.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no
Also,
Michelin star.
good question to ask the two of you. What is tall people etiquette in theater? I've had
Don't
experience.
Don't stand during the movie.
I slouch while watching. I don't know. I've got a habit of slouching. I think what has happened is over time in school ना जब तुम लोग assembly में बैठते थे इतना लोग तेरे पीछे करते ना you start becoming like oh no I should
apologetic about height.
Inconvenience people. Yeah.
अबे हट क्यों?
हाँ,
Never.
but हो जाता है. But now
Thakur's solution is recliner. So you can just
Bro, I'm telling you, हर चीज का solution recliner है. तो ऐसा
reclining is slouching max.
ऐसा ले और फिर मूवी बोरिंग हो गई है सो जा. मजा आता है.
But I love they put recliners in the front row. The front row of movie theaters are now like fully lie flat.
हाँ ये PVR में हो रहा है. First, it's bad enough that you are there looking inside the nostrils of the actor whose movie you're watching. Now you have to lay flat and look
किसी ने Oppenheimer का Cillian Murphy का डाला था कि please do not watch it on IMAX in the front row. So it's just Cillian Murphy's face is distorted. Just this big.
By the way, so I was looking at some theater movie cinema facts. So usme in the US apparently, if you're watching a movie and your movie watching experience gets spoiled by a kid crying, you can actually complain to the manager of the theater and you might get a refund out of it.
Wow.
क्या बोलता है? करना है क्या?
हाँ यहाँ तो
मैं तो अपने बाजू में बच्चा है उसको चिमटी मार देगा कि तू रोज चल मेरे को पैसा वापस चाहिए मेरा.
Bro, also then there's those guys now who like you're waiting in the actually it doesn't happen in India because in India what they do is once the movie gets over you'll be told to go out from like the shadiest part of the movie theater. The back
पान थूका हुआ है सब जगह दीवार पे. It's like you're gonna get kidnapped.
There's one stairway that comes which is the most like shady, dark, dingy.
That's so true.
It's like saying, we are done with you now. We are done with you now. तेरा popcorn का पैसा ले लिया, तेरा coke का पैसा ले लिया, recliner का ले लिया.
And the thing is like I think they do it. Ideally, the more easier thing would just let people go out the same way they came, right?
No, don't do that because if you do that, people like me will take advantage of it. Because I did that in Fun Republic. हम लोग movie देखने गए थे Deja Vu, ठीक है? Which is Denzel Washington.
देखी picture.
नहीं देखने गए थे और मूवी एंड हो रहा था. मालूम पड़ता है ना कि अच्छा अभी मूवी खत्म हो रहा है. तो मैं और मेरा दोस्त सूरज हम लोग अपने स्क्रीन से निकले एंड वी वेंट टू द लू.
Hmm.
वेंट टू द लू एंड थे उधर बहुत टाइम तक, मुंह धो रहे, ये वो स्मोकिंग लाउंज गए. देन वी रियलाइज वी आर ऑलरेडी इन द थिएटर,
Was
राइट?
it?
बिकॉज यू शो योर टिकट देयर एंड यू कम हियर, वी आर ऑलरेडी हियर. फिर निकाला, देखा टाइमिंग में क्या है, कौन सी मूवी प्ले हो रही है अभी, सलामे इश्क. चल, क्योंकि सलाम है, इस तो मैं पैसे दे के नहीं जा रहा देखने के लिए, कंफर्म है वो, ठीक है. तो हम लोग चले गए और बैठ के देख रहे हैं. ब्रो, हम लोग 40 मिनट में निकल गए.
Oh fuck.
मतलब मूवी इतनी खराब थी that the one time I broke the law and watched a movie
But
scam
you have
करके.
to make
The
sure
movie
you watch
forced
a
you.
shitty movie, na, so that the seats are there, available seats.
Also true. Also
नहीं,
true.
हाँ, बट इट वाज फुल्ली खाली था bro. पूरा खाली. 12 लोग थे थिएटर में.
पीवीआर भी बोल रहा है तो बैठ ही जाओ यार अभी.
अरे
Yeah.
कभी कभी करते हैं ना, कॉमेडी शोज में करते हैं. दे शुड स्टार्ट डूइंग दैट फॉर मूवीज के देखो ये प्ले हो रही है और 10:30 का भी एक शो है हमारा, आपको बैठने का है, तो यहाँ बैठे रहो.
हाँ हाँ.
Bro, wow, you know what? Found a great fact about popcorn. You know why popcorn rose to prominence as a movie theater snack? Is because during the World War II, sugar का कमती पड़ रहा था, तो cotton candy, which was at that point
The number
go-to
one.
snack and all of that, was available much lesser because of less availability of sugar. So then theaters came up with the thing कि चल ये corn को pop करके देते हैं, और उसके बाद वो like it started there, and then eventually when you see it getting applied to all across the world, it became a popular snack, but it never used to be till World War II.
Oh damn. और फिर उस पे भी शक्कर
Yeah.
डालना शुरू कर दिया.
Ah.
I'm sure there is something, if you were to do a Google search, deep fried popcorn exists in America.
That's how caramel happened ना. World War II फिनिश हो गया, फिर शुगर वापस आने लग गया. लेकिन बोले सर, हम लोग आजकल पॉपकॉर्न दे रहे हैं, काम कर, पॉपकॉर्न के ऊपर शक्कर डाले, उसको बना कैरमल और चार्ज कर ₹550.
Candy
बस.
floss flavored popcorn.
By the way, one of my favorite things to do, I think I've spoken about this before, but will never, this is my guilty pleasure, that every time I leave the theater, I love listening to the opinions of the people around me as we all leave. Just their, the expert opinions of the folks who have just seen this movie with me.
Oh yeah.
So, our public, they're full zone में आ गए ना, ऐसा पूरा, like
हाँ.
they have this full, all these opinions that they have to tell their friends. अरे मजा नहीं आया, अरे क्या शाहरुख का
I miss the people who used to come up to you in the face with the mic and like, sir बताओ आपको कैसा लगा पिक्चर, तो immediate reactions and then the
इसके-
cuts used to happen.
जवान के लिए भी आया था, ठीक है. सो देयर आस्किंग अ बंच ऑफ पीपल, कोई तो सिंगल फिल्म से निकले, और ये जज्बाती लोग वो मम्मी बन के गए जो शाहरुख बनता ना.
Oh.
तो जब भी उन्होंने नीचे आ रहे हैं, पब्लिक उसको पूछ रहा है कि कैसी लगी मूवी, वो बात कर रहे बट इज टॉकिंग फ्रॉम बिहाइंड. तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है बराबर. तो फिर वो मास्क निकाल के फिर माइक में बात करें कि अच्छा था पिक्चर.
But the one thing that I
सबको एक हैलोवीन कॉस्ट्यूम मिल गया है भाई ये साल का.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, and by the way, one other thing that I have to appreciate is that Shahrukh has managed to do this crazy thing where he's made one of the most personal, one of the most political, and yet one of the most masala movies of all time.
मसाला ब्रो, इसमें सब गरम मसाला, धनिया,
ऊपर से it's sponsored by Everest,
हल्दी.
which is hilarious.
Oh wow, they should have actually capitalized on that.
Yeah.
मसाला मूवी देखने आए हो, लेकिन घर पे असली मसाले रखो, एवरेस्ट. आगे
Guys,
not a paid
if
ad.
this ad happens, if Neville steals this idea, you will know.
Just actually taking Everest and putting it on the page.
And then all actors are, yeah, okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it.
बहुत मसाला है सर, ये स्क्रिप्ट में बहुत मसाला है. हाँ पता है, मैंने खुद अपने हाथों से डाला है.
Oh,
So there was another thing, right? We talk about movie theaters that hey, picture देखने जा रहे हैं, but for people who live in densely populated cities with lack of makeout places, have always used theaters as that one place, right? I'm sure everybody watching has done it too. So उसका एक fact निकला था that movie staff have to interrupt people having sex in the theater at least 1-2 times a week. This is a
my
stat
Lord.
from a theater in the US.
अरे but US there are beds, man. Now they've started giving beds for couples.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
used to
like
call love seats. Remember
recliner
love seats?
हाँ, love seats. So this has come all the way from couples having some sort of prohibitive interaction, public interaction, started from Shakespeare.
What?
So why do you think if you look at any play, the narrator comes in and repeats every motherfucking thing that happened in the previous act at the beginning of the next act? The narrator character, the clown, the fool character usually
That's
does
for the
that
benefit of people making out.
for benefit of the people making out, because it should be one
Hilarious.
penny or something to go watch the thing, and couples used to come to meet and they would not pay attention, and then because now they're paying attention in that 4.5 hour bloody epic show that they're watching, so they're like, okay, how do we catch up? So he had to put that. So
Bro,
that's why this
सोचना
fucker was a genius.
वहां से लेके आईसीएसई एग्जाम तक क्या है क्या जर्नी है ये
बट वो होते थे ना लव सीट्स जो वैलेंटाइंस डे पे अगर तू थिएटर बुक करेगा, टिकट बुक करेगा ना, यू वुड गेट 1 पे 1 love seats which used to be the cornermost seats of all the all the theaters. Dude, I'm not kidding. I remember once हम लोग सब लड़के गए थे मूवी देखने के लिए और वैलेंटाइंस डे था. Sub every corner seat was occupied on either side from front to the back, and the both those seats had people who were not looking at the screen even for a second.
yeah.
I have done that once.
ये
I have done that once. And it's the only movie I've done it. It's like for 2 hours. I have not looked at the screen once. Okay. And this is like when I was in like college or like just graduated type. I have not looked at the screen. And unluckily, the movie's name was Aakho Dekhi.
which is everything else except the movie.
And who was the guy? Who was the guy who got irritated about no smoking ads before films? Who's that guy who's responsible for that shit? Who casted Mukesh?
That's true, but like before every film, like you have to look away from the screen. Like some of the stuff is
It's not as like traumatic for smokers. It's like, हाँ मैंने accept कर लिया. It's for people who don't smoke, where it's like,
Yeah.
No,
यार,
one second.
वो दिखा रहे हो तुम लोग.
Smokers on their cigarette packets have pictures of swollen lungs and this and that doesn't affect them. You think an ad in the theater is going to?
एक बार ना किसी ने अपना सिगरेट का पैकेट मेरे सामने रखा था टेबल पे बिफोर अ मीटिंग, एंड आई एम लाइक, छी यार ये मेरे को मत दिखा. सो आई टेक द पैकेट एंड आई टर्न इट अराउंड, and there is the same picture on the other side.
on the other side.
Yeah, it's horrible. So, but okay, right before we wrap up, your favorite moments or experiences in the theaters that you all have had. बचपन में, recently, love seats में, family box में.
I think one thing that I can like say is that I feel like I used to enjoy the theater experience and everything when I was I used to enjoy it more when I was younger, because I remember this feeling when you used to watch like an action movie or whatever, and I used to leave the theater almost infected with the energy of the actor. Like you would leave, with one swag, like I'm also, larger than life. And I think that feeling, as you get older, you don't get the same. Now it's a little jaded and this thing. So I feel like when I was
very, very, very much like the actor.
Yeah, exactly.
Just jaded and sad.
So I think like that, those are my favorite memories.
Is that a statement on like the new actors? Is that like is that like, oh, this person doesn't let me leave with that feeling anymore?
I'm sure it does it. I think it's a factor of being like younger, where you're more impressionable and you're more like you want to model yourself basis them. Right? When you're older, you're like,
I don't see too many 14-year-olds trying to act like Pankaj Tripathi. That's not happening.
But I'm sure like when I'm sure.
Bro, Kautuk, you nailed it on the head, because I used to feel like that when I was younger about Akshay Kumar. I used to get super excited about Akshay Kumar movies. Okay? And my mom used to work in a bank, और वो बैंक के ऊपर theater होता था, Excelsior है ना, town में. So my mom was friends with the owner of the theater. So many a times I would go with mom. Yeah, I would go with, नहीं babysitter नहीं, but I would go with mom to work. अभी मैं क्या बैंक में बैठ के क्या करूँ? वो 9-10 साल का ये वो. So she used to speak to the guy up, और मैं ऊपर जाके कितने पिक्चर जाके अकेले देखा है थिएटर में. जाके 3 घंटे का पिक्चर देखो, फिर नीचे आके मॉम के साथ वापस चिल करो. सो 4 टाइम्स से मेरे को थिएटर बहुत, मतलब आई टू लव the experience of going to the theater, right? And I think that experience reached crescendo when we watched Lagan, because that's the first time coming together of two of India's biggest loves, right? It's cricket and it is Bollywood, and you're putting it together,
great
right?
film.
And Chandan balcony, I'm not kidding, bro. It was like you were watching the movie at Wankhede, or a MCG or something like that. Sub log, that collective this of we are actually watching, we know what is going to happen, but still
Yeah.
उसका जो कलेक्टिवली लोग ताली मार रहे, चिल्ला रहे, सीटी मार रहे, उसमें लाखा मैच फिक्सिंग कर रहा है, तो हम लोग सब लोग चिल्ला के ए अजहरुद्दीन ऐसे सब you know what I mean? We were all fully like engrossed. So it was, I remember that as one great experience of watching a theater, and I've spoken about it in stand up, but watching Kauna Pyare, bro. You know what you said about this whole, you watch the movie and you that actor's energy etc rubs off on you, and this sort of stays with you for
Yeah.
quite some time, especially when you're at a young impressionable age.
Yeah.
That 100% happened to me after I watched Kauna Pyare.
Yeah. Yeah.
लाइक
Yeah.
पिक्चर देख
I
के
think
बाहर निकला, मैं घर पे आके आई नेवर फॉरगेट दिस, मैं रूम में ऐसे रूम बंद किया है, कपड़े चेंज कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं मिरर में एक पल का जीना कर रहा हूँ, और
Yeah.
ऐसे मॉम अंदर आई है और दिख रहा है कि मैं ये कर रहा हूँ. शी लाइक मस्त सारा मजा है ना, ऐसे हाँ बहुत मजा है, बिकॉज we all were super excited. My dad, who's also not a big like Hindi movie fan as such, right? Even he was, so
Buzzing.
that
Yeah.
buzzing.
Like I
my
remember.
most embarrassing. Oh, sorry. हाँ बोलना.
No, I was just going to say, I remember when Rang De Basande came out,
Same.
I left the theater being DJ. I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I was referring to people. I've never said the words
Oh,
"Oe
Kuriye.
Kake" more in my life. Like, just-
वो हुआ था, and I think you know not when I wouldn't say it's recent. I think it was like 2010, and that was that last time when Salman was doing the first dabang, and there was something fresh about that first
oh,
dabang, right?
that's a great movie. I
So,
genuinely.
which is why I was like, bro, wow, what a resurgence. Bhai ka wanted not so much, even though that sort of started it. But
Yeah.
the way dabang came about, मेरे को याद है, bro, मैंने खुद ने जाके 30 टिकट बुक किया था
Hmm.
पब्लिक के लिए, लूंगा पैसे, ऐसा नहीं कि मैं गिफ्ट कर रहा हूँ, कि जा रहे हैं अपन सब देखने के लिए, ब्रो 30 के 30 लोग हम लोग उधर आके चंदन में बैठ के मूवी देख रहे हैं, विच आई रियली फील सैड अबाउट, थिएटर्स गॉन, बट लाइक आई हैव हैड सम ऑफ माय बेस्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस एट चंदन. टू गेट अप इन द थिएटर स्टार्ट डांसिंग इज नॉट समथिंग यू वुड डू अर्लियर,
Yeah.
राइट? तो उधर मुन्नी बदनाम हुई तो हम लोग सब लोग खड़े रह के नाच रहे हैं, ब्रो, सब लोग आ गए स्टैंड्स में, आइल्स में, एंड एवरीबॉडी इज लाइक going nuts. So
Yeah.
that
There
was
were
one.
people
After
who
that,
lost their sunglasses because of dabang, because they were trying to put it and missed, and फिर वो जमीन पे गिर गए, टूट गए.
or they put it and then somebody has just taken it off without these fuckers realizing it.
My most embarrassing moment and most memorable moment is I was watching Bazigar and this was a trial show. So this was like as a बच्चों को जाने देते थे, somehow like my dad knew people or whatever, and he I think Abbas Mastan we knew at the time because Annu uncle used to do a lot of stuff with Abbas Mastan. So I'm there and I watch it with Shah Rukh sitting behind.
Oh man.
I'm a kid. This is, remember Bazigar, when Bazigar के trials चल रहे थे. This is like way early. After the movie, my most embarrassing this was I pointed at Shah Rukh and asked my mom, ये इसकी असली आँख नहीं है ना? Loudly. This is the most sad,
Nice.
embarrassing story. My one Shah Rukh Khan interaction.
Nice.
Hilarious. Must. Any other memorable theater stories, or should we raffies the episode?
I think one more was when
both.
I saw the last movie of the Harry Potter series with a lot of my friends who were also Harry Potter fans.
I also have one. Chal, bata.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just that whole like, that sort of like, how do you call it? It was just, everyone was very amped up about it and like, they were in it. And they were like, the cheering that happened when Voldemort died.
So mine was when Snape is dying. Okay. And the thing is, I'm watching it with my cousin. And the thing is, Amal has never watched a Harry Potter film. So I've just taken him for this one last one, the final Deathly Hallows 2. And Snape वहाँ पे मर रहा है. And at that point, he's been like, I think he's seen some book, he's read some books or some shit like that. And then Snape just goes, "You have your mother's eyes." And Amal out of frustration went, "कितने लोग ने इसकी माँ को देखा है?" And the whole theater lost it while Snape is dying.
Fuck.
सही है. Chalo, on that note, that's the end of this episode of the Internet Said So. We were discussing Jawan and all our theater experiences. If you have any fun experiences that you've done, let us know in the comments. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. And quickly before we go, all of us are going to be on tour doing a whole bunch of shows. Tickets for all our shows are going to be in the pinned comment. So please go buy tickets for the shows if you're in the city/country that we're coming to. And yeah, that's it from this episode.
Sorry,
Sorry.
just two things. Want to just talk about. One is Neville and I are in Dubai in October, on 15th October. So you can find the tickets below. And Secondhand Stories has finally, the second season of Secondhand Stories has come to an end. The season finale is out, so you can catch up on all the episodes in case you haven't. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say. And thank you if you have watched them.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next week. Until then, it's goodbye. Bye bye. Take care. Tata. Salame. Ishq.
Stay Jawan.
Hold up.
Ready.
Over. खत्म. By the way, एशिया कप का मैच देखा क्या कल?
क्या मतलब मजाक?
50 रन से.
My manager is telling me, Aadar, देख तेरा शायद ticket sales low होएगा बैंगलोर में because finals है. Show was full and then everybody was happy that they didn't go and like go to a bar to watch the match.
Your show went on for longer than the match did, bro.
100%. There should be, like, I feel like people should get a refund for that match.
Yeah.
They should have played 2 more matches. They should have said, ये हो गया ना, चले फटाफट 2020 खेल लेते. क्योंकि अपने पास 8 घंटे
follow on हो जाएगा.
एक follow on हो जाएगा.
This is like the time Jayasuriya was again. I think I saw this one match in Wankhede, Jayasuriya against Mumbai Indians versus Kolkata Knight Riders, where Jayasuriya finished the whole thing in 9 overs. So everybody was happy also that Jayasuriya has gone berserk, and the fact that अरे यार लेकिन जल्दी मैच खत्म हो गया.
10 ओवर का पैसा दिया था.
जल्दी हो गया. चल सही है.